Hello world, my name is Kaden Bugs. I've decided to release a series called The Embarrassing Chronicles. These will be true tales about my life that I like to share with you. The hopes of this is that people going through similar situations or just embarrassment might find some kind of enjoyment out of this, laughter maybe, move my hands a lot. But, and maybe they'll just be like, hey, maybe my situation isn't as bad as I think it is, or it will be okay. As a person with no friends and social anxiety, I feel like this could be beneficial to other people like me and also myself. So here we go. All right, this story takes place back in ninth grade, 4 years ago. I'm a freshman in college now. I was a freshman in high school then. All right, I had a crush on this girl, and I thought she liked me back, right? But she didn't. All right, so we would like always look at each other like, or at least what I thought, that we would glance at each other, make eye contact, and look away. But and so I thought we were, like something could happen, and so yeah, I ended up finding her Snapchat, right, and then I added her, or like I friend requested her, right. She ends up never accepting my friend request. This acquaintance I had at the time, he finds out that she's never had a boyfriend, even though I knew this before. Anyway, so he adds her on Snapchat and she accepts his friend request really quickly. That probably should have been the first red flag, but yeah. And then they start talking a little bit, and then he ends up telling her, because I remember me and him we were talking at the time about it, and then because he also knew one of her friends who was like she's never had a boyfriend and all that, so he's like, he starts talking to her and he's like, my friend likes you, right? And then he tells her who I am, like Cage and all that. And as the quiet kid, social and socially antisocial, socially anti baby Santana. Basically, she's like, who Caden like, and I kid you not, she says the quiet short kid. Wow. Keep in mind, I want to put this on the record. I want to say we are probably about the same height. She could have been a little taller than me, but side note. And so I'm like, dang, this already is not going good. So she ends up accepting my request, like as a friend, and we start talking a little bit. Now keep in mind, she's also talking to the other guy at the same time, and he's kind of like relaying the message back to me right now, because I want to say we were on FaceTime at the time. And so basically she's like, she said I'm not like talking first, so I say like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Something slight like that. And then I want to say she tells the guy, she's like, oh, he's nervous. This is not going well for me, people. And then, well, yeah, I want to say she said, poor baby, he's nervous. Bro, what? Why does that sound like Westbrook? Anyway, so yeah, she's like, he's nervous. And then I'm just texting her stuff. Like, at this point, I know that chances are out the window, all that. So we're just talking. I end up saying like, hey, I'm not trying to date you. I just wanted you to know, even though I was trying to date her, bro. But hey, it didn't work out. So after that failed attempt, I get sad, listen to some Juice World. I even told my mom I don't even want to go to school Thursday, because we was on the A/B schedule. This was a Tuesday, I remember. And so like, because this is like COVID, right? So this is 4 years ago. And it's like the first year coming back from COVID. So like, we would go some days virtual, some days. And yeah, she's like, Kaden, you're going to school. And I went to school. Of course, it was embarrassing. Of course, it was embarrassing going in there. But to be honest, nobody even knew who I was. So that probably helped me out. Probably didn't even matter. But yeah, walking in front of her was probably like a little bit iffy, but it is what it is. And the story isn't even over. All right, so so we shared classes, right? I end up getting like quarantined for like 2 weeks, I want to say, because somebody in our class had COVID, and she responds in all caps, "B, me too. B word, me too." I don't really be. I'm not gonna be cursing on here, right? Not because like I'm scared or nothing, but I just don't want to. And so we start talking a little bit, and at first she's responding really fast, just getting back to me. And then as the conversation continues, the distance between the messages, the gaps, gets longer and longer and longer and bigger and bigger and bigger until she just stops responding altogether. All right, I'm gonna give y'all three answer choices. Which choice do y'all think it took until something was done about the situation? Not until she responded, but something was done about the situation. A, 2 weeks. B, 5 weeks. Or C, 9 weeks. The answer was none of those. That girl left me on delivered for 13 weeks. 13 weeks. And so, but the crazy thing was, she would like always look at my story, at least for the most part. Like, and she'd be like the first one on there. But that could have just been, she could just been on the app a lot. And because like, I still to this day don't even get a lot of views on my story. So it's not like the craziest thing. And like the thing I have on my story that's got the most views was posting my little brother. Not even me. I'll tell you, I'm really down bad. And so I end up telling my dad about it. And he's like, you should unadd her, unfollow her. He doesn't know about Snapchat and all that. So yeah, that's what I did. About 13 weeks after she had hit me up again. And she had texted me first, which she replied to my story. Crazy. I hope this story can help people. You know what I'm saying? Embarrassing things happen. I mean, this was a loss. I took a loss that day. I took a loss. I took multiple losses in this encounter. A lot, actually. But hey, if it helps you, if you thought it was funny, just more props to you. Have a great day.